Hey guys, so I did Operation STT. It stands for Support the Troops. I wore my shirt. And I partnered with the Hudson Out Hero Project. So I had like previous ideas beforehand, but at the end I decided to do a fundraiser at the Daily Planet, which is, you guys know, it's right down there. All the proceeds went to the Hudson Out Hero Project. And I also collected donations, but I also handed out flyers that pretty much explain what the Hudson Out Hero Project does and how it helps our community. So the Hudson Out Hero Project was established by Mark Coviello. He's received numerous awards for his heroic actions during multiple deployments. The organization provides many programs, and it helps veterans, but also active duty soldiers. So I'm going to introduce him now.
What's going on, guys? My name is Mark Coviello. I served in the Army for about 5 years, and I deployed to Iraq and Afghanistan. I was in Iraq in 2011 and Afghanistan in 2013 and 2014. I deployed the 1st Cavalry Division as a rifleman in Iraq and as a sniper with 3rd Special Forces Group in Afghanistan. I just got back from Afghanistan not so long ago. It was actually less than a year ago. I got back in August. So a year ago today, I was still in Afghanistan in the mountains. So it's really nice to actually be able to be here today. And the reason the Hudson Out Hero Project started was because while I was in Afghanistan, one of our missions to Tagab, and Tagab's like a really, really dangerous place in Afghanistan. It was somewhere, it even made me a bit nervous to go there. I got wounded, so I had a rocket land about, 3-4 feet from me, and it exploded and knocked me out. I had a lower back injury and a pretty traumatic brain injury, a concussion to the left side of my head. After I woke up from being blacked out, the guy to the right of me was, he was shaking me. He said, "Yeah, you're all right, you're right." And I felt okay. The adrenaline's going, so I got back to fighting. And when we got out of the ambush, I had to get on a helicopter and go to the hospital. So when I got to the hospital, they put me in a wheelchair and they wheeled me into my hospital room. And on my hospital bed, there was this bunch of stuff from the Wounded Warrior Project, which I don't know if you guys ever heard of, and I'm sure you have. But the Wounded Warrior Project had just like toiletry items and some clothes for me. And I don't know, just a bunch of normal stuff. It's normal stuff to everybody here today, but to me, then, that was really special for me because I was just fighting for like days on end. I had a bloody, ripped up uniform, and I was tired, dirty, hungry. So for them to like just have some stuff to clean myself up with and put some new clothes on, that was really cool for me. And I said, it's really great that they have people to do this out there, and I want to do that when I get out. I'm gonna, not right there at that moment, but it developed into that. So I created the Hudson Valley Hero Project. And what we do is, the programs are, one of them is PTSD therapy, which is our flagship program. It's really important. PTSD therapy is so important because every day, on average, about 24 veterans commit suicide every day. And it sounds sad, like, yeah, it's sad, but there are people just like me that you think are normal. Like, imagine if I walked out of here and like killed myself right after. Like, that's crazy. 24 of me every day. So it's important that we take care of the veterans when they get back, because sometimes they just don't verbalize their problems and they need to be taken care of. But the PTSD therapy program is through equestrian therapy, which is it's like animal assisted. So they work with horses. They don't actually go to, there's like one-on-one therapy sessions because it's hard for veterans to talk about the stuff that they've seen and been through. So to work with animals, I know it sounds weird, but it's very effective. It's hard for them to verbalize it. So to work with animals actually helps them a lot. Also, we do college scholarships because sometimes our military benefits don't actually cover all of our education when we get out, like college. So we give away $500 scholarships. That's what actually his money's going to go towards. Yeah, was it $350, right?
46.
Yeah. Okay, for 346 to the dot. So we have a $500 scholarship. So he's pretty much almost the entire way there to give a veteran a scholarship. So I commend you for doing that. That's an amazing thing. It actually helps soldiers when they reintegrate back into the States to be able to go to school and like mingle with normal people that aren't, like crazy war vets and stuff. It's good for them. It really is. It was good for me, when I first started back to school. And so I commend you on doing that. And also, besides that, we send combat veterans on cruise ships. So when they come back from combat deployment, like myself when I was in Iraq, I was a private, and private's like the bottom of the totem pole. We get paid nothing. Like, we guys who work at McDonald's over there make more than I did fighting in Iraq. So when I got back, I couldn't afford to go on vacation. There was no way. But I needed to. You need that time to decompress. You need that. But I didn't get to. When I got back from Afghanistan, I was a sergeant. So I made a little bit more money, probably about what they make over there now. So I could afford a little something when I got back. And I went on a cruise to the Caribbean with my buddy. And I felt so much better when I got back. I could see the noticeable difference between when I got back from Afghanistan and Iraq. Just because to be able to take like a week and just decompress and like put your feet up and be like, wow, you know, I'm not getting shot at anymore. It's amazing. You know, you just have the time to relax. So it was a big difference. So the VA won't pay for cruises or vacations. The military won't pay for it. So the Hudson Valley Hero Project will make sure that when you get back, you got somewhere to go, put your feet up. So I think that's a great program. And also, our last program is, you know, not a really big thing because a lot of people do it already, but if you have soldiers from the Hudson Valley, and I keep saying soldiers because I was a soldier, I mean soldiers, Marines, airmen, sailors, if you're a service member, you're deployed. We'll send you stuff overseas while you're deployed and make sure that you have the stuff that you need. I was over there, so I know what it is. Believe it or not, a big thing is baby wipes. Like if you know any guys that are deployed right now, send them baby wipes, especially when they're a combat job. Baby wipes are a big deal because we go out in the field on a mission for like 7, 8, 9 days, and there's no showers in the middle of the mountains of Afghanistan. So you just baby wipes, and they're really good for cleaning down your weapon real quick too when they get dirty. So those are our programs. Besides our programs, we do just like anything that any veterans or service members will need. For example, there's a soldier, I know you know Nick Becker. Nick Becker was diagnosed with leukemia. Nick Becker didn't have the medical insurance to cover all of his expenses, so what the Hudson Valley Hero Project did was we had a fundraiser. We raised a few $1,000s for him, and it helped him out. And actually today, Nick Becker stands cancer-free. So it's nice to see, you know, you help somebody out. When it turns out like that, you know, that he's cancer-free now. It's amazing. He's an amazing guy. And, you know, that's the thing, too, about the Hudson Valley Hero Project. It's a local organization. Not like the Wounded Warrior Project, where it's so large, you can't really connect with the people at the Wounded Warriors. You can't connect with the actual Wounded Warriors themselves. I get to connect with these Hudson Valley heroes like Nick Becker. I didn't know him at all until I had a fundraiser for him. Now I'm friends with him. He's a great guy. And I love doing what I do with this. So you guys have any questions for me? Anything at all, even related to my service? Because I was at Millbrook, and the students there were asking me crazy questions about Iraq and Afghanistan. I don't mind if you want to. Nothing? Go ahead.
When did you start this?
I started this, I got back from Afghanistan in August. I got out of the military December 24th, and June 1st was the first day of the Hudson Valley Hero Project. So it was like boom, boom, boom. I mean, not June 1st, January 1st, I'm sorry. So it's like just a few days after I got out. Officially, the Hudson Valley Hero Project is certified by New York State as a nonprofit corporation. The first day is January 15th, so that's the actual start date. Any other questions?
Do you do anything else than run this? Like
Besides this?
Do you go to school or?
Yeah, well, I attend school, political science major, and I'm also running for county legislator for Dutchess County. I live in Beekman. So the way county legislators work is they have each district, and my district is District 22. And District 22 covers Beekman and Unionville. I know none of you guys are old enough to vote, so I would ask, but so yeah, my election's in November, so right now I'm just campaigning and going around knocking door to door and trying to get people to like me.
What else can, like, I know Mitch contacted you for a fundraiser, but what else could, like, people do maybe if they want to help your project? Like, what could they, do you take support, like volunteers or anything like that? Yeah,
volunteers are amazing. I mean, there's just random things just like what Mitch did. I want to do something just like he did over at the Beekman Square. I know you want to volunteer. I don't know if you may be interested in doing that. So just hosting things like that. And also when we have these bigger events, like I'm planning a couple bigger events within the next few months, like from now through October time frame. So when those events do arise, if you guys want to, you know, I'm going to have like a bouncy house, right, at one of them. If you guys want to make sure the kids don't punch each other in the face in the bouncy house, that'd be cool. So if you want to just, you know, just volunteer for, you know, the larger events, that would help a lot. If you guys are interested, he knows how to get a hold of me, he knows how to get a hold of me, or you can go to www.hudsonvalleyheroproject.org. If you want to send me an email, it'll come directly to me. So definitely do that if you'd like to. It helps a lot. Like what you did, it really, I don't know if you realize it, it really does help a lot. So
that's awesome. What, I was just going to ask another question. I totally forgot to. Go ahead, you go first.
What were some of the awards that you won?
Well, my two highest awards were the Purple Heart Medal. I don't know if you're familiar with the Purple Heart Medal. A lot of people aren't. I think it's kind of I don't want to say it's sad that people don't know what it is, but it is a little sad. I think that people don't even know what a Purple Heart is. Purple Heart is awards to soldiers, Marines, Airmen, any service member who's either wounded or killed in action. Obviously, I wasn't killed. I was wounded. So I received the Purple Heart Medal. I also received the Medal for Valor, the Army Commendation Medal for Valor during my time in Afghanistan. I received the Medal for Valor the same day I received my Purple Heart, because when I woke up from being blacked out, I kind of was like, well, my arms work and my legs work, so I could fight. I got back behind my gun, continued to fight for the next few hours, and it was probably the biggest ambush I've ever been in my entire life. I don't want to get into the whole story, but I guess, you know, through my actions during that ambush, I was awarded the Medal for Valor. And besides that, just like a ton of other, you know, Iraq campaign, Afghanistan campaign, combat infantry badge, expert infantry badge. I honestly have like 15 medals, like not to brag, like there's, I'll send you an email if you want.
Okay, now I remember. How do you find out about the local veterans? Like, do they seek you out? Do you seek them out?
It goes both ways.
Okay.
A lot of it's through networking. So I'll meet a veteran. He knows 5 veterans.
Okay.
Those 5 veterans know 5 veterans. You know what I mean? So it goes that way. And then when we have events, people hear about us. Like that one at Ramblers we had for Nick Becker. We got in the Poughkeepsie Journal. So that was huge for us, because we had a thing on the front page, and on the second page we had this whole huge article. So I had dozens of emails coming like, hey, I'm a vet, my uncle's a vet, my aunt's a vet. So just things like that, they just start coming in. If you guys know any vets, please send them my way, because we have money, like these fundraisers money, and I want to spend it on these vets. Just so you guys know, 100% of these proceeds actually go to the veterans. Like Wounded Warrior Project, these large organizations, obviously they have people to man them full time because they're so big. They need, the president of that organization makes like $350,000, I think. It's because, to operate something like that so big, you need to get paid that money or he's going to go elsewhere. With this, I operate the whole thing as much as I can. I have board members that are 100% volunteer, and I don't take a dime from it. So 100% goes to the organization. And also like the big ones, like maybe 65, 70% of their proceeds actually go to the veterans. So it's a bit different. When you think local, it's better.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else? Go ahead.
How do you guys make your money to do these programs?
Okay, so just like little things what Mitch did, they help a lot. They add up, so you do one like every couple weekends or something, and then next thing you know, you have a scholarship for a veteran. Also, some larger fundraisers, like we're having one down in Mamaroneck in Westchester. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Mamaroneck at all, but some like wealthier people will say, hey, I want to contribute, so this one woman, she's renting out a restaurant. It's like the most popular restaurant in the village, and it's costing her like thousands of dollars, but we're going to fill it up with people. I don't have to spend any money on it because she's doing it for me. And people are going to come, are going to donate to Hudson Valley Hero Project. So stuff like that, that's how we get our money. Just like through the goodness of other people. People like donate monthly. So it's just through the goodness of people's hearts that they donate to veterans.
That's awesome. You have any other questions? Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you
Great.
guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. And I'll talk to you when